Hi everyone! Welcome to a new episode of Bo's Slow English. Normally, I would do a slow English vlog, hence the name of my channel, but I've been receiving some new requests to create a normal speed English vlog. And it's actually really difficult for me because I'm used to being on autopilot and speaking my thoughts slowly, but I guess my channel is evolving, which is really cool. And I've also received the request that if I'm doing these regular or normal speed videos, to not put the auto captions. So if you would like captions, please just click it in the YouTube video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Bo. And my goal is to teach you English, and if you're in the intermediate to advanced level, then the purpose of this video is to improve your listening skills. If we're not friends yet, please hit the subscribe button so that I can help teach you English. I try to post many videos every week, and it would be greatly appreciated if you would click the like button to show your support. Sorry, I have a bee swarming around me right now. Okay, it's going away. I'm currently at my parents' house still in Baltimore, Maryland. The springtime in Baltimore is a really beautiful time. You can see behind me how much greenery there is. The flowers are blooming, but the downside of that is there's a lot of pollen, and pollen can spark some allergies. So if you're prone to having allergies, you should probably take an antihistamine. Ooh, there's the bee right there. It's on my glasses. If you're not familiar with what an antihistamine is, it is a normally over-the-counter medication to help with any symptoms relating to allergies, such as runny nose, stuffy nose maybe, and itchy eyes, and you might even develop some sort of light rash on your skin. As I've been getting older, my allergy symptoms have actually become lessened with time, which is great. I think it's because of my diet and reducing other types of inflammatory foods. I'm very curious if all the vocabulary in this video so far is challenging or advanced for you. Let me know in the comments because it'll help me to gauge how I can tailor the videos moving forward. Because I'm newer to creating videos for the B2 C1 level, I'm going to start by just talking about my day and the past tense, just so that you can get familiarized with my tone in my voice and also the speed at which I'm speaking. So this morning I woke up kind of late. I woke up at 8:30, which is late for me, but I'm trying to stay on Pacific Standard Time, which is the Los Angeles time zone. So I'm currently on the East Coast. The East Coast, where I am at, is 3 hours ahead of where I normally live, and I'm going back to LA tomorrow. I'm purposely going to bed late, and I'm also waking up late so that I can quickly get accustomed back to the Pacific Standard Time. This morning, after I woke up, I went straight to my YouTube because I saw I had so many new comments, and I recently posted a vlog when I was in Boston this past weekend. I was watching my friend run the marathon, and it was a really great time, and it seems like my video is interesting for my new subscribers, so thank you for watching and subscribing and showing your support. After I responded to the comments, I started editing another video. I try to line up as many videos as I can in advance just to get ahead of it. I'm doing my best to post one video a day, which is a challenge, but I'm doing it because I love it. After I posted my video, I ate breakfast. Because I'm at my parents' house, I eat a lot of Korean food, which I don't really get to do living in LA. I mean, in my own kitchen because I don't cook Korean food. So for breakfast today, I had a soup that had sliced potatoes. Sorry, just making sure I didn't get bit by the bee. Not bit, I meant stung. I didn't get stung by the bee. In the soup, there was some seaweed. I'm not quite sure what kind of seasoning my mom put in the soup. She also put a lot of rice in it. It was accompanied by a side dish called kimchi. Do you know what kimchi is? You either love it or hate it. Kimchi is fermented cabbage. It has a lot of good bacteria, which is good for your overall health, but it's also good for your skin. So with every scoop of the soup and rice, I would have it with a side of the kimchi. My mom also made a radish style kimchi. Most people know kimchi as a cabbage style, but she also made a radish style, which is truly one of my favorite foods to eat. Oh, I forgot to mention that she also put some eggs in the soup. So it kind of looks like, you know, the Chinese soup, egg drop soup? It's like that, but not as, it's not as sticky looking or not as slimy looking. It's a little bit more of a clear broth. After I finished the soup, I had some watermelon slices. Watermelon is so refreshing. I don't know what it is about the watermelon that she had bought and cut up, but it's so crunchy and juicy. It was just absolutely delicious. With my breakfast, I always have a cup of tea. I had a lemon ginger tea. I love drinking warm water in the morning. It helps with digestion. I normally would drink green tea, but I haven't had access to the specific kind of green tea that I prefer. I'm very particular when it comes to my green tea and my matcha. Hopefully, we can go out into town and find the matcha that I really love. After I edited a YouTube video, I caught up on some emails. I had to send some emails for work, and I'm a few days behind because I'm still on vacation. Then I started doing some research for my online shop, which is Etsy. I am in the process of creating some new designs for my product. And I also emailed my Etsy mentor who has been helping me throughout my journey with my shop. Let me know in the comments if you're familiar with Etsy. I do believe that it is an international brand or company, and I'm not sure if every country offers it, so I'd love to know in the comments. Here's what I have planned for today with my parents. My mom actually sent me a link to this beautiful garden in downtown Baltimore. We will be seeing a lot of flowers blooming and blossoming. I hear that it's tulip season, so I'm super excited to see that. I love being outside. I love being in nature. The weather here is called a subtropical weather. I had to chat GPT that because I didn't know exactly what to call it. Subtropical weather means that there are 4 seasons and there is some humidity in the air, which is some moisture. Compared to where I live in LA, it's pretty dry. I do think that LA is one big desert and we just live in the desert. It's pleasant because the temperature is consistent. It's usually 72 degrees, clear skies, sunny. Sometimes it's cloudy and gloomy, especially around June time. There's actually a saying called June gloom, although I do believe that June gloom is beyond June. The gloom is all year round at times. Subtropical weather has humidity. It also entails having deciduous trees, which means that the leaves fall off the trees during the colder times. If you look behind me, there's plenty of leaves on the trees, but during the winter time when I come to visit my parents, there are no leaves on the trees. Something I wanted to point out in this lesson is how I said the word plenty. I said plenty. And that's only because I spoke it quickly. And if you're at the level where you are able to speak English quickly and confidently, then you can certainly take away the T and turn it into a D sound. Plenty. Another weird rule in the American English language is when you put two T's together in a word, it is not really pronounced. So for example, we have button. It's button, not button. It's very rare for you to hear someone say button in America. And if you do hear someone say button, then it sounds British, which is totally fine. But if you're trying to learn American English, it's button. Another word that is unique is mountain. Mountain, when spoken quickly, is mountain. Mountain. Okay, going back to what I will be doing today, now we're talking about future tense. So after we go to the garden, we are going to head to the Inner Harbor area of Baltimore, which is a tourist attraction. It's a beautiful part of the city that is overlooking the water. There's many boats there, and there's a lot of new development. So we'll be heading down that way, and we are checking into a hotel that is on the edge of the water. So I'm really excited because it is a newer hotel and I've never been there before. I'm not sure where we'll be having dinner, but there are a lot of great Italian restaurants near that area. Maybe we will just walk into one of those restaurants and hopefully they can seat us. Tomorrow morning at 4 a.m., I will be waking up for my flight, which leaves at 6:30, but it boards at 5:50. And if you're checking a bag, you do have to check the bag an hour before boarding time. So I'll be at the airport no later than 5:30 a.m. because I have to check my bag and I also have to go through the TSA. Do you know what TSA stands for? It's Transportation Security Administration. I think. I'm pretty sure. I have TSA PreCheck, which is a paid service. You pay the government. You have to have an interview with one of the TSA officers, and it clears you to go through like a shortcut line for the TSA. So I don't have to take off my shoes. I don't have to take off my light jacket. I don't have to take out my laptop from my laptop holder or my bag. And I basically just put my bag on the conveyor belt and I walk through the security, the metal detector, I should say. I'll be landing in LA around 9:15 a.m., which is very early. I would rather arrive in LA early so that I can spend the whole day catching up on whatever housework I have to do. I know I need to do laundry. I need to drop off my dry cleaning. I need to go to the bank. I'm also going to be visiting some friends. Did you notice how I said going to? I would say half the time I'll say going to, and the other half I'll say gonna. When you say gonna by itself, it sounds really awkward, but when you say going to and you're speaking quickly, that sounds even more awkward. When I am speaking to clients, I usually will say going to because it sounds much more professional and formal. But if I'm having a casual or informal conversation, I will definitely say gonna. And that's the same rule for want to. I probably do say want to often, but I also say wanna often. I'm super excited to see my cat and my dog and of course my husband. I'm also really excited to eat healthy food. I would say my entire trip here on the East Coast was extremely unhealthy, and I feel really groggy when I don't eat healthy. Do you know what groggy means? Groggy is like sluggish. Do you know what sluggish means? Groggy, let me re-explain this. Groggy is like you're tired, you feel lazy, you just feel like yucky. Sluggish is, think of like a slug. You know what a slug is? It's those, I don't even know what kind of animal it is, or insect or bug, but they are really slow on the pavement, and you see them come out during the rainy season. So just imagine how slow a slug is. So feeling sluggish is equivalent to feeling groggy. LA has a lot of healthy food options. There's a company called Goop that I order from often, maybe too often. It's actually owned by Gwyneth Paltrow, of all people, very random. They have all organic food and cleaner, leaner options. When I say clean, I mean it doesn't have preservatives, it doesn't have chemicals or junk in it. It's just pure food. Tonight, I might give myself permission to watch a TV show or a movie. I didn't have a lot of time to wind down here on the East Coast because I was so busy running around, meeting friends and family, and of course, I was working on my laptop a lot. So I might catch up on my shows and just chill out. So in this lesson, I talked about the past tense, present tense, and future tense of various forms. I spoke it in the normal speed that I would have normally spoken. And I hope that this lesson was helpful for you if you are at the B2 C1 or intermediate to advanced level. Please comment and let me know what feedback you have for this video and what else you'd like for me to talk about so that I can help you improve and feel confident in your English speaking and listening skills. I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.